Hey everyone, yeah, I'm outside. It's a little after midnight, but I guess since everybody's talking about it, I'll throw my 2 cents in as well. First of all, I didn't watch Raw tonight. I was going to, but then I thought, well, reading the results, because I live here on the West Coast. Reading the results, I pretty much started the live results. That is, I pretty much started to see what was going on through that. And then, of course, you have WWE YouTube channel always posting videos of what's going on even before the West Coast feed is done. So you pretty much have an idea of what's happening. But yeah, Seth Rollins joins Evolution or turns against the Shield. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking this is the end of the Shield because pretty much they swept Evolution 2 pay-per-views in a row. They clean sweeped them last night, 2 nights ago at Payback. Where do they go from here, right? Well, to me, I think the Shield is still together. I think there's somebody down in NXT or someone on the main roster that's from NXT that's going to join them. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking it's got to be Batista. Well, Batista's off doing a movie, right? My thought is this. You've got somebody that's going to join the Shield, and it's going to be someone you're going to least expect. And it's either going to be someone from NXT, which I would presumably think it could be an Adrian Neville, which could fill that void that Seth Rollins has left. You know what I'm saying? It could be an Adrian Neville, which would work. It could be a Tyson Kidd. There's word going around that they want to package Kidd under a mask, but then again, you could have this storyline right here where Kidd could join Evolution. I mean, not Evolution, but Tyson Kidd could join the Shield. And fill that void as well. You can have someone like an Evan Bourne if they still want to use him come in. But the point is, you have these names. Just some of these names I'm throwing out there that are possibilities. And to me, I will admit, when I read the ending of that, because I did read it, the live result of it, and I read the ending and I saw it, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking exactly what everybody else thought. None of us saw this coming. Nobody saw Seth Rollins doing this. Now, some might say that, some might say there's got to be a reason for it, that maybe they're going the route they've gone with Shawn Michaels and Big Show before. Maybe it's secretly that kind of a route. Because some people noticed that Rollins was a little hesitant, then maybe it's that kind of a route. Because you have Triple H whisper something into his ear afterwards. It's like, some people might think that, and I know people's reaction will be like, "Oh God, not that, not that direction again." But then again, you could say that this whole time, the whole thing with the Shield was a test, and that Rollins was the one that passed the test the most. And then also you could say they could look at his resume as saying he was the first NXT champion, and yet, out of all the members of the Shield, he was the only one to win the NXT championship, and that was it. The other guys didn't win championship gold until they came up to the main roster, and yet, they can point out the fact that this is a guy that was your inaugural NXT champion, in NXT, that nobody could beat, that he was the guy. He was the guy in NXT. And that could contribute to why he was chosen. And they could point out, yeah, well, you guys were NXT, you never won any championships. The only reason you won any titles around here, the only time you won titles was when you came up here. Were you the first NXT champion? No. Were you the NXT champion when you came to WWE? No. Did you have gold? No. See, they could point all this out, and that would be probably a good way of kind of acknowledging why Seth did it. And you can also have Seth go like, look, what more is there for us to do? We've done everything as the Shield. We've been the tag champs. We've decimated opponents. We even decimated these two guys that I stand alongside. We've decimated Batista, the former member of Evolution. We've decimated everybody, The Undertaker. We've won championships, and yet, what is it there else? And just recently, for 2 pay-per-views in a row, we beat Evolution. What more is there for us to do? We need to go our separate ways. So, to me, that's pretty good. Now, the only question is it just going to be a 3-team Evolution, or are we getting a 4th member? But I will admit, it was kind of a surprise, because it looks like Triple H, give the guy credit or not, and I have had something to say about decisions he's made for NXT, which are good and some bad. Triple H is smart enough to realize that you got to do something that even if the IWC thinks they know what's coming, all of a sudden you're going to hit them with this, and it's something they didn't see that was coming. So, but good move on their part, and we'll just see what goes from there. Comment below.